My name is Harry. I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here.
Okay, today is December 29, 2021. It's 2 a.m. Today, for this channel, I want to read Byline Investigate article. Usually Brian Capecott, one of the good journalists in the UK I follow on Twitter, usually tell it like it is. So he wrote an article, so I'm gonna go on it and share it with you. All right, so this is what he posts on Twitter. Following an order issued by the Court of Appeal, which required the publication of the front page admission, you see, I was right. It was not an apology. You're probably going to see this video before some other tweet videos that I have either on Team Sussex or Pure YT, Team Sussex channel, because like arguing with people, that was not an apology. It was just an admission. I have people on Twitter telling me this is the meaning of apology and sorry and all of this BS thing. Okay, so there's Brian Capecott here saying here, okay, following an order issued by the Court of Appeal which required the publication of the front page admission of defeat. Okay, like I said, it was like a white flag they raised. They didn't bend the knee, they just raised the white flag. Okay, that appeared in the newspaper on Sunday. All that remains to be settled is the amount to be paid to the Duchess to reimburse her for her legal costs. All right, so this is the article. I think that's an article. Is it? No, he didn't. Okay, there it is. Yes. Ooh, okay, there's the article here. I'll put the link in the description for you guys. Okay, the Duchess and the tabloid, the Mail admits it's bitten. Okay, bitten. Sorry for my accent. B-E-A-T-E-N. All right. He wrote it yesterday, December 28, 2021. And there's a journalist by Brian Cathcart. I hope I pronounce his last name correct. Okay, the owners of the Mail on Sunday have finally capitulated and the privacy and breach of copyright case brought by the Duchess of Sussex, abandoning any idea of a further appeal and agreeing to pay an undisclosed sum and settlement. Following an order issued by the Court of Appeal, which among other things required the publication of the front page admission of defeat. That appears in the newspaper on Sunday. All that remains to be settled is the amount to be paid to the Duchess to reimburse her for her legal costs. This brings to an end a legal process triggered nearly 3 years ago when the Mail on Sunday published large extracts from a personal letter she had written to her father. She sued and won in the High Court, prompting the Mail to appeal, and that appeal was dismissed earlier this month. The newspaper company complained bitterly about its repeated humiliations in the court and hinted it might appeal yet again to the Supreme Court, but we now know that it has thrown in the towel. See, that I was right. He put it in his own way. I said it was like a white flag to say you defeat. People all over saying the apology. There was no apology. All right? So let me continue. The order issued by the Court of Appeal on 14 December states that the Mail Owners Associate newspapers will pay the Duchess an undisclosed sum in settlement of her vindicated claim for breach of copyright. It will also pay her nominal damages of £1 for breach of privacy. £1? Is that correct? Is it £1 for breach of privacy? Okay, I don't know what that means, but okay. Associated will also shoulder most of Duchess's legal costs in the case, a sum still to be determined, but likely to exceed £1.5 million. It was ordered to make a payment on account of £300,000 in addition to a payment already made of £450,000. Wow. While the amount of damages remain unknown and the costs continue on top of the male-owned legal bill are very high. The simple truth is that no sum of money will make much of a dent in finances of an organization ultimately owned by the billionaire Lord Rothermere. The price the male pays is in public humiliation, a humiliation completed at the weekend with the forced publication of that front page statement and a supplementary statement on page 3 both confirm the Duchess's victory in terms laid down by the court. It was characteristic of the paper that it made no editorial comment on this statement and has yet to apologize to the Duchess. Thank you. Thank you. I've said it. I was dragged on Twitter. I very rarely create my original posts on Twitter. Very rarely I do that. But this one, I was so sure about it. This person gave me a meaning of, how do you call this, of sorry and apology and all of that. And I was like, you know what? I'm confident with what I believe because what I read on the newspaper, okay, it was a digital version, screenshot people shared, and I read it, and I was like, that was not an apology. Because when I tell my kids to apologize to somebody or when they did something wrong, there's a sort of remorse. I'm sorry or something like that in that box. It doesn't really have to be I'm sorry. There's other words, a term that can be used to replace how you feel of regret. There was none of that. So I was dragged on Twitter. I was like, you know what? I'll be a deranger today. Yes, you could give me all meaning, but I'm still sticking to what I said. There was no apology. There it is. Okay? Brian Cape Cod, a very well journalist whose English is way better than mine, is saying this in his publication. All right? And I even wrote a long thread regarding that. I don't know if I shared it yet. Maybe I should look for it. All right? It was characteristic of the paper that it made no editorial comment on this statement and has yet to apologize to the Duchess. Thank you. That really only reaffirmed how I felt. Now it is over. The case of the Duchess of Sussex versus Associated Newspapers Limited must stand as a moment to the newspapers group's extraordinary capacity to deny reality. Most students of law or journalism could have told the editor of the Mail on Sunday that, in publishing large part of an obviously personal letter from a daughter to her father, he was breaching her right in ways he could not hope to justify. Guess what he's saying here? Even a student of journalism will tell the newspaper what they did was wrong. They how do you call this? They're infringing on her privacy. This kind of thing. All right. He too must have known this, and the only viable explanation for his action is that he assumed she will not sue. All right. Remember what the squad been talking about? Jason Kanoff is saying, she's not gonna, they told her not to defend herself and all of that. All right. So they thought that they were gonna shut her up. All right. Let's continue. He assumed wrongly. She not only sued, but really went for the paper, a paper that had lied about her and smeared her for years, and Associated, again, blind to reality, decided to fight the case. Okay? This is why I follow him. He tells it like it is. And I was right. And like I said, English is not my primary language. But what I read, my understanding of it was nowhere near of an apology. All right. It had no chance of victory, so instead it created a fantasy narrative which was relentlessly peddled through the Mail on Sunday and its sister publication, the Daily Mail and Mail Online, a narrative friendly papers were only too happy to repeat. And this false narrative, the Duchess' credibility was the issue, and very development was reported through that prism. And the real world, my goodness, you guys should watch my video where I talk about journalism. And I said they are in a fishbowl world of lies. All right, this statement here just remind me of what I wrote. Okay, in the real world, however, judges in the High Court and the Court of Appeal made very short work by English legal standard of associates inevitably Fibbles' attempt to justify what it had done. And now we have the outcome. The Duchess vindicated, even on the front page of the Mail on Sunday, and the newspaper group probably out of pocket to the tune of a couple of £1,000,000. They still hate her. We know that. They will never stop. And there was a tweet that came out last night. The squad were quickly calling foul about it. I'm going to record that after I finish this one. I don't know when it's going to be out. But let's see here. They still hate her. No doubt they hate her even more than before. But they have been exposed to the world for the lawless, lying bullies they are, and even allow for Lord Rothermer's vast wealth. They will certainly hesitate before breaching her right again. That's right. And it's spot on. They will make sure before they say some BS about her to make sure they are in the right. My goodness, I'll leave the link in the description. I'm so glad he wrote this because I feel vindicated. I think I'm going to go back to the other post where that lady sort of saying, oh, I don't know the meaning of, oh, there it is. Oh, shit, yeah. All right, there it is. I put here, where did they print? I'm sorry. Please share. I know they printed that Megan won, and their quiet cell day cover page. Let me see if this is it. Yep, that was the tweet here. All right, that was the one. And there was another, this video also confirmed what I said. And I didn't hear, you see, I came back. They didn't really say anything to me. I was waiting for them to write something else. Let's see, let me go in it. All right, there it is. They're putting main difference, sorry versus apology. All right, there was something where she was, I don't know if it's a she or a he, laughing at me. There it is here. Okay, this shows how less literate you are. You don't even know the difference between sorry and apology. The Daily Fail apologize. Go and get some more literacy lesson. So now I'm going to put this tweet, the link of this. Okay, put it back at that because these people are freaking ridiculous. All right, and I also put this here where this video also confirmed how what I say here. I even remember at 0.8 seconds in the video, the anchor said they stopped short of an apology. Since I'm there, let me play it for you guys.
Meghan Markle got a court-mandated front-page mea culpa from a UK tabloid over the weekend. The statement from Mail on Sunday stopped short of an apology, but it did acknowledge Markle's legal victory. In 2019,
there it is. Let me put that. Let me go in this. I want to make sure it's there. All right. All right, so that's that. I have more to record and I have a lot to edit. So that's it. Please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. And yeah, I have this in another video. I don't know which video because I have a lot to record, but I don't know when I'm gonna edit them. But this is already another video. I explained that already. But since I'm here, I was able to to share with you what I was talking about. All right, so that's it. Thank you for watching, and please, if you want to help this channel, there's a PayPal link in the description. You could donate, or if this channel become monetized, you could watch the commercials. All right, and those who have donated, thank you. And it's the same link. The PayPal link is the same link as the link on Pure YTE channel. All right, thank you.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness, and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life. You are all in this together, and if I may speak personally, we are all in this together, because asking for help was one of the best decisions that I ever made. You will be continually amazed how life changes for the better